Okay, guys, we have a lot to talk about. Winds of Winter. Man, was it jam packed. Let's start off with the opening scene with Cersei looking out over the temple, as you can see right there. And man, at first, watching the first few minutes, I was like, man, something's eerily familiar about this. The music, let me tell you, on fucking point. I mean, it kind of gave you a bit of a chill, but at the same time, it was soothing. The opening bells and stuff like that, everybody getting ready for the trial. And because that Cersei and Marjorie's brother are going to go into trial, and they're going to be judged by the seven and all that good stuff. Man, the first couple of minutes, it was like, man, this is interesting, and it was slowly paced and everything like that, and it shows people getting ready for the trial and everything like that. Cersei getting dressed, Tommen getting dressed, Marjorie and everybody, they're getting helped getting into their outfits, and it's very like, the mood was very somber. Nobody was smiling at all. Of course, you don't got nothing to smile about. But it was, again, there was something about it that was vaguely familiar to me. Then you cut to the scene where they start pouring into the cathedral, or whatever the fuck they call that thing. But they start pouring in, and the music starts. This fucking music. The second the music started, I got a chill right up my spine. Piano going. It was just fucking amazing the way they cued this music in. But they bring Loras Tyrell in, kind of reminiscent of Theon. I mean, he looked as broken as Theon, only he still has his dick. He's just a broken man, the pride of the Tyrells. And now you see this shattered man. They bring him before the court. Then, of course, you got Marjorie. She's looking around. Lo and behold, guess who's missing? Where is Cersei? Interesting. That's when I start thinking and putting one and one together. And no, it's obvious, Cersei's not going to show up. But my theories, where a lot of this comes from, the way that things were set up, the music, it was just put together amazingly. Grand Maester Pycelle. Yeah, we're going to get back to that one. Man, all I got to say about the High Sparrow is, man, he's got it coming. Him and his holier-than-thou manipulative bastard that he is. I can't wait till he gets his. Boy, did he ever get his. I mean, honestly, all the shit that he put Loras through, breaking this man to what you see right here, right now, it's like, it's sad. Then, of course, you got Tommen getting ready to go, and the mountain stops him. Fucking Tommen nearly pissed his pants. You can see it on his face. Then it hits me. The music starts up again. Got that feeling down the back of my neck. The High Sparrow sends Lancel to go get Cersei, and there's this kid outside of the temple. Obviously, there to draw Lancel away and set him up. It hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. This is the medieval version of The Godfather. I'm going to show you how, if you don't agree with me, but this is definitely the medieval version of The Godfather. And it was done spectacularly. This had to have been the best homage to The Godfather ever made. I'll show you why. So let's make my comparison. So Pycelle here gets trapped the way that Cheech trapped one of the mob bosses in the revolving door. Only Pycelle is trapped, surrounded by the kids with the knives, and they just shanked the shit out of him. So that's one of the hits. Then, of course, you got Lancel, who's laying on his stomach looking at what's about to kill him like, who else could that have been? Mo Green? I couldn't help but make these comparisons. Again, guys, if I'm wrong, you could tell me. And that music is going on in the background. The same eerie type of music. Then, of course, there's the Bazzini hit. Look at that look on Pharaoh's face. Look at how Bazzini looks there. Oh, shit, maybe I should get out of here. Yeah. Too little, too late. Look, they almost have the same exact position. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I gotta admit, that wildfire explosion was fucking epic. Man, these last 2, 3 episodes, that's where they spent all the money at. I gotta admit, it was awesome. And that explosion, damn. Just damn. We gotta tie up some loose ends here. Cersei talking to the Septon and Michael talking to Carlo. She's offering him some wine. He's offering him a drink. Not for nothing. Very similar. I do have to kind of admit, though, this one surprised me. Tommen jumping off. Even though Tommen was susceptible to being manipulated by the High Sparrow, he was in love with Marjorie, and he couldn't deal with it. And if his mom would have been there with him, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have done this. But she can't blame anyone else. She has to take that upon herself. So, yeah. This one really did surprise me a lot. The dinner party between Walder Frey and Jaime Lannister. Walder Frey and Jaime Lannister, you can tell definitely that Jaime Lannister has this disdain for Walder Frey. Can't stand him. Is a dishonorable man, very evil. And as we know from Jaime's backstory, he's actually an honorable guy put in a fucked up situation, which gives him a bad reputation. Walder Frey definitely has earned his bad reputation for doing the things that he has done in the way that he's done them. I like the fact that you get to see the girl that Arya was playing. But yeah, this exchange between Walder Frey and Jaime I thought was interesting. And Jaime has the last word, as far as, what good are you to the Lannisters if we have to keep coming up and cleaning your mess? So I thought that was good, and that shows Jaime's distaste for the Freys. It's always good to see Sam, and he finally got to Old Town. I mean, how lucky is this guy? He has a Valyrian sword. He's going to study and become what he's dreamed of. He's in the biggest library he's ever seen or ever even heard of, and he's just like a pig in shit. The dialogue between him and the dude that's in the library was epic. I loved it. I thought it was funny as fuck. And yeah, I can't wait to see where Sam ends up next season with this. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. During this scene, if y'all didn't notice, they had sent out, right as Sam was pulling off, is when they sent out all the White Crows to let everybody know that winter is here. Remember in the last video I said, Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Well, I totally can picture Melisandre saying, well, this is what happened. There was not going to be explaining your way out of this one. I like the way that Jon dealt with her. Davos wanted her to be executed, understandably so. He loved that little girl. I love the bond that they had between each other over the past few seasons. And it was a shame Shireen died the way she did. All because of this woman's interpretation of what her lord wants her to do. And he made some valid arguments. Now, she also made a valid argument as well. She did bring back Jon. If she didn't bring him back, they would be in a world of hurt right now. So Jon's stuck in this position. What does he do? And I think he made the right call by banishing her from the north and sending her south. And if she came back, then he would execute her. The exchange between Sansa and Jon Snow here, it was okay. I liked it. But I really think that Jon should have drove home the point that Sansa should have been more honest with it, more trusting. Because he gave her everything. I mean, he didn't hold nothing back from her. She knew everything. And she refused to share with him stuff she knew. I think he was lackluster there when it came to driving that point home. I mean, I know he loves his sister, and she loves him, but, you have to show more trust in that. Okay, for me, this was one of my big, oh shit moments, and I'll tell you why. The fact that Varys is there, and the Queen of Thorns is there, and the Sand Snakes are there, and, they just finished talking about how the Lannisters had just declared war against the Martells. The Queen of Thorns had just, explained about the death, the murder of her of her granddaughter, her grandson, her son, you know, all in one shot. And here comes Varys. Man, I was like, yes, all the pieces are coming into place. And if he's there, that means that he's going to get the support for Daenerys. So not only does Daenerys have the Khaleesi, has the Unsullied, all right, the Second Sons. She's going to have the Martells and the Tyrells backing her up. So this is cause for an epic exchange come next season. Man, it can't come soon enough for me. Okay, what can I say about it? Dario ended up being a clingy, whiny, fucking begging bitch. What the fuck? Not for nothing, Dario. You came off looking bad. Just saying. So then, now Dany makes Tyrion hand of the Queen. Rightfully so. Tyrion has the most experience. He was a good hand before. I do believe that he really does believe in Dany. But Dany now has to step up to the plate and earn this trust that I think Tyrion has in her. He sees the potential, and he's gonna do his best. Now she has to do her part. She's taken his advice, and it's ended up being a positive for her. I can't wait to see again where this heads next season, especially with the way things are going now. All the pieces are being placed, and it's getting set up. This episode, I can't say enough good things about this episode. It is just setting everything up. Okay, this has to be one of the most satisfying moments for me on the entire series, is to finally see Arya get her justice. Arya has been deserving this justice from day one. Everything this poor girl has been through, she deserves this kill. And others coming. I especially like the way she was looking at Jaime, because from her point of view, Jaime is just a bad guy. She doesn't know the whole story. But, you know, this kill right here, she deserved it because of the way he killed her family. I especially like the Frey pie. He ended up eating his children and enjoying it, apparently. Kudos to Arya. That being the case, where is her character headed? I mean, how dark is she going to go? Is there any coming back from it? I don't know. All I know is that she deserved this, and I'm glad they gave it to her. This is one of those moments that I really can't wait till Bran comes back and reunites, if it happens ever, with his family, to somehow let them know what's really going on. Littlefinger has been the cause of all the problems that have happened from season 1 to now. He convinced Catelyn Stark's sister to kill Jon Arryn and sent a message to Catelyn and Ned saying that she thinks that the Lannisters killed Jon Arryn when it was actually her, and Littlefinger put her up to it. He's the one that got Ned killed. He's the one that betrayed Ned. All this because he wanted to get with Catelyn Stark. And now he wants to get with his daughter. Kind of pervy if you ask me, but whatever. You know, not for nothing, but Sansa is an attractive young lady. And anyone would want to get with her. But, you know, if she only knew that what kind of problems this guy has caused from his manipulating, I can't wait till he gets what he has coming to him. But he made a serious mistake. He told her what he wanted, and he did not expect her to turn him down. Kudos to her for being strong enough to say, put the brakes on that, big boy. It ain't going to happen. Then, of course, we get to Benjen Stark, or Benjen Cold Hands. It's sad to see him separate himself from Bran. I can understand he can't go beyond the wall because of the magic that's holding the White Walkers back and the Night King. Okay, we finally get to the part that everybody, including myself for the first couple of years, you know, when the show came out, is, you know, who the fuck is Jon Snow? Okay, it's out there. We know now. It's confirmed. Jon Snow is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark. Okay, it's out there. Can we be done with it? Move on with the show. There's the sword. There's the bed of blood and all that. All right, let's get done with it. I don't want to hear about it no more. Okay, Azor Ahai and whatever. All right, I'm done with it. It's already getting old. But it is good to finally get closure on it, I'm not going to lie. I can't speak enough good things about Leanna Mormont. The girl that plays this character steals the show every time. Anyway, Leanna Mormont starts the King in the North chant, and I love it. Now, in my personal opinion on this particular scene, yes, I was all happy for John getting the King in the North and everything like that, and but he should have looked down to Sansa, give her the credit that she's due, to first of all nip the problem of Littlefinger right in the butt, so he does not have a chance, and this satisfies Sansa. But the way it went now, there's room for doubt. It was very reminiscent of how Robb got King in the North. Of course, it gave me pause and reason to worry for Jon's health. Then, of course, you got Jaime coming back to King's Landing to see the devastation. All I have to say is look at the look that Jaime gives Cersei at her coronation. I mean, she straight up took the throne. Not as Baratheon, but straight up as Lannister.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
But look at the look on Jaime's face. That's not a look of a happy camper. He's seeing there's a problem here. I think this is going to be where he starts to redeem himself. I really do think, I predict that it's going to be Jaime to take out Cersei. I really do. I think it's going to be Jaime that's going to kill Cersei, in my honest opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. And then, of course, here for me is the money shot. Dany is on her way home. Tyrion is on his way back to King's Landing. This next season is going to be totally epic. So I'll see you guys for next season's reviews. Thanks for watching. Peace.